Okay, gonna take out the stock drive shaft. Man, there you can see where the boot's torn from rubbing on the skid plate and transfer case, or excuse me, transmission. And this is where we meet up to the transfer case. Let me get that light out of there so we're not strobing. And just got those last three to undo. This has got a high angle joint on it, but the Adams drive shaft that I'm gonna put in there is gonna make that obsolete. Got it up on jack stands so I can just spin this with my hand to get to those different bolts there. It's pretty easy. So yeah. For the front, you might need like a pipe wrench slipped on there to keep it from spinning. While you take those bolts off, we got 2 of them off, got 2 more to go. You know, this impact isn't the strongest, but it's not the weakest, so it gets it done, or some hand wrenches will get it done for you. So that's where it bolts up to the front diff. Okay, so now had to take that nut off the flange at the transfer case. I already got it backed most of the way off. I used my impact driver and held the flange at the same time. That was about the only way I could get it, but using my impact driver, it ended up helping walk the flange off, which is nice because I didn't have to pry it. I do want to save that nut. We're going to reuse it. And let's see if I can reach. Pull the flange off. Cool. And there's an O-ring in there. I'm going to keep that O-ring and pop on the new flange that came with my Adams drive shaft. Okay, here's the stock drive shaft with a high angle rezeppa joint, stock flange, and the Adams drive shaft replacement flange and the shaft. So you can see it's a lot smaller in diameter. That's going to help my rubbing issue that I was having, and it's just generally a lot heavier duty. I'm excited to put this in. Okay, so there's the transfer case and the new flange. Gotta get it up in there. Make sure their splines line up. Let's see. Hold on. Having a hard time with that nut and grommet on my finger at the same time, but I got it. Okay, there it is. It's in there. There we go. And then just got to put the grommet on and then the nut on. And then I can start putting this drive shaft in. Okay, so ready to put the Adams drive shaft in. I've got a bungee cord hanging there to be able to strap that end up. I'm going to slip it through the cross member and meet it up with the flange there. So let's see about doing this one-handed. There's that end. That's it there. Let me get scooted. Oh, excuse me. So then I gotta get it bungeed up right there. So I'll take 2 hands to do that and link you guys back up. Gonna have a lot more clearance here though, so looking forward to that. Okay, bungeed up in the front. And then we'll come in here and we'll get our flange all lined up. Probably gonna have to force that joint to move a little bit and line up right there. Okay, so Adam's provided this little bag of Loctite. I'm just gonna make sure we put it on. I'll do the rest off camera, but you know, wanted to make sure I show that I'm gonna put the Loctite on these bolts that are gonna go in and line this up here. Yeah, that's lined up and the bolts go through there. One in there. One in there. And then I had to use the little ratcheting box end on them. Fun stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna attach the front of the drive shaft up to the differential. Got the stock hardware, touched them up with some blue Loctite. You might need to compress the drive shaft so that you can get it to match up. Let's see, about like that. And then grab one of these stock bolts and get it in there. And let's just get a couple threads going on that. Should be a couple. We'll spin it. Get another one. Let's see here. Okay. I have to kind of wiggle it around a bit to get it started right. Give it a spin. There's another one. Sorry if my camera is slipping. I'm watching what I'm doing in real life. Okay. So I got one more to go. Get all 4 of those in there and then tighten them up. Make sure you put that thread lock on there. Okay, she's in. I'm happy. Let's see. There it is. Back to the transfer case. Gonna make sure that I grease this zerk fitting for the sleeve, and that's it. And then I'll go play hard again. Right on.